like what in the world is flow? And it's considered, right, an optimal state of consciousness, right, where we feel our best and perform our best. And I think, like, who doesn't want to feel that? Like, who does? Like, I want to feel and perform at my best as much as possible, right? And so I want to start off with a couple of things that will help all our us brainiacs. Like, what are some myths about flow? I'm gonna start with some myths and some facts. So number one, flow is only for athletes or artists. Many people believe that flow is exclusive to high performance athletes or creative professionals, musicians. But the truth is, any one of us can experience it, whether you're coding, you're teaching, or gardening. So everybody can get into flow. Everybody has been in flow. They just may not have recognized it. Then flow happens spontaneously. Now it can, but it's a common myth that it just happens. But in reality, you can intentionally, deliberately practice getting into a state of flow. And whatever we practice makes permanent. Now, we cannot ever stay in flow nonstop. And we can, though, however, create some structured preparation and even some deep focus to trigger a flow state. So think of a fear state as a state. Think of a doubt state, a panic state, a happy state. Why not a flow state? Why not deliberately, like, what it takes to make you happy? You know what it takes to get you excited. Why not learn what it takes to get you to a flow state? It's a state of being, right? Number three is flow states can last for hours. And this goes back, to what you said, Paul. While flow can sometimes feel timeless, the brain can only sustain heightened states for a limited period of time, usually between 90 minutes and 2 hours. That seems to be like that max amount of time. And what happens is you need some rest to recover, to get the brain's energy reserves back up to where they need to be. And so flow states require an enormous amounts of glucose, which is the brain's primary glucose, ketones, but the primary source of fuel is glucose. And it gets depleted very fast. 25% of all of our calories are used by our brain. This is one that I hear all the time when I've worked with athletes, or CEOs or anybody said, well, do I need to get into this relaxed, calm Buddha state? No, that's actually not what flow state is, as you will discover in just a moment. It's actually intense focus and engagement, while relaxation can help us enter into it. There's a lot of mental and physical energy that's required when we're working on a task, whether we're an athlete, a CEO, a coder, a musician. There's an enormous amount, of energy required, and a neural cocktail, as you will see, that is required. It's almost like, what you need for a car is gas or electricity, but what you need for a rocket ship is rocket fuel. Flow state is rocket fuel. So think of that as the visual. Rocket fuel is different, than regular gasoline, unleaded gasoline.